And welcome everyone to Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today's replay comes from Irish Gun 3R. It's a nice 3v4 in the afternoon, literally, both in the game and where I'm recording right now. We'll start with Irish's army, who's commanding the realm of Mirkwood. He's got one unit here of High Lang Swordsmen and one unit of High Earth, both armoured up. I like to go through this every time. You can always tell they're armoured up when they look like the elves of Mirkwood from the Hobbit trilogy. Next we have some Greenwood Rangers. Some High Ping Archers armoured up, make that 2. Some Elders of the Elven King, who pretty much have sledgehammer arrows that knock any unfortunate enemy to the ground that they strike. Next we have some Elven King's Palace Guard armoured up. Some Wardens of Amon Lunk, which is transformed into a two-handed axe unit when they run out of ammunition. Next we have, I think, maybe one unit of High Earths, Sword and Shields armoured up. Some High Lang armoured up. Some Elder Council. We got 2 units of High X Spearmen armoured up. Make that 3. We have some Spears of Emendua, a Catapult, Woodland Realm Patrol, 2 units. Actually, sorry, 1 unit, and some Woodland Realm Axemen, my bad. Alright. We locate his ally, which is just around the bend here. We come to Lothlorien, commanded by MP Beckamy 13. And he's got some Lorenan Swordmasters, some Lorenan Axemen, some Elder Council, make that 2 units. We have some Lorenan Axemen, make that 2 units. We have some Karas Caldahon's Guardians and some Lorenan Archers. We have some Watchers of the Golden Wood, some Kindred of Celebrawn, some Lorenan Archers, some March Wardens of the Wood, a couple units, and I believe that's it for him. That's all I can see at the moment. Alright, the final ally, which is way over here, is Umbar, commanded by MSQ2, who we're all familiar with. He's got his units nicely clumped in here, so it's going to be a bit difficult. We have some Adunium Shadow Guard, some Balakith Marksmen, some Naru Sentinels, some Alcarandas Legion, a few units, some Corsair Crossbows it would seem, possibly some Casimir's Rangers, Balakith Axe Guard, possibly some Royal Guard, not sure, I think I saw them before, just now. And some Balaga Pikemen, a few units there. And maybe some Harbingers of Casimir, which I found them, they're just here. Generals in that unit too. And I have to call out additional units as we see them, because they're so come together it's really hard to make out which is which. But outside the city walls we have a hidden cavalry unit, which we'll have to come back to because I can't see it. Alrighty. We have the first of 4 attackers, Numenor, commanded by Rogue. He's got some Seafarers and Indamos, some Balaga Pikemen, 2 units, some Remena Nadukadar, that's a spear and shield unit. We have the elite Royal Legion of Menelaus, some Ballista, and Naru Sentinels. The rest of his army is annoyingly hidden, so I have to find them later. The second attacker is Orcs in Misty Mountains, commanded by Lapi, who I haven't seen before, so if you're new, Lapi, welcome. We have 2 units of Heavy Goblin Spears, 3 units, sorry. We have 4 units of Heavy Goblin Infantry, some Heavy Goblin Halberds, 3 units, some Blackbat Mountain Berserkers, 2 units of Cave Trolls, Snow Trolls, 2 units of Black Uruks of the mountains, and some White Uruk Fearmongers. Now, Lapi's gone for power, but he hasn't brought any Troll Drummers, and that's a really big gamble. Because we all know how unreliable Orcs in Misty Mountains can be when they're under pressure. A unit of 100 I've seen break, because there wasn't the morale. There was no morale boosting units around them, or the general was too far away, or if the general's killed, this army is really screwed. So Lapi's got to be very careful with how he approaches this battle, because his entire army could abandon him at the blink of an eye if he's not careful. Alright, next we have the third attacker, Dol Amroth, commanded by Steve B. So Steve has got 2 units of Knights of the Silver Swan. Okay, well, I was going to say I'm really confused as to why he brought these guys, but We do know there's a hidden unit outside the city, so maybe this unit has some use. These units have some use. But aside from that, they're pretty much useless in the city. The defenders will have all the checkpoints covered by either spears or pikes, so you know how these guys will be used, we'll have to wait and see. We have some Haven Guard generals in this unit. We have some Belfast Marines, 2 units. 2 units of Tyriclan Marksmen. 3 units of Ed Helland Halberdiers, not armoured up. We have some Doranel Archers, 2 units. Alright, next we've got 2 units of Ed Helland Men at Arms. These guys appear to be armoured up. We've got 5 units, I think, in total here. And I actually passed over an army here entirely. Angmar, commanded by Grizzly Fox. So it could be a 5v3, actually. My bad. We got some Guardians of Kharan Dûm. Ritual Hammer Guard. I'll come back to Dol Amroth. We have some Trolls of Angmar. We have some Witchrealm Scourge Raiders. 2 units of Blackwatch Legion. Some Witchrealm Scourge Raiders just embedded. I think we've got 2 units of them, in fact. We've got 2 units of Witchrealm Pikemen armoured up. Some more Guardians of Kharan Dûm. 2 units here armoured up. Possibly some Witches. I am looking for them. I don't see them yet. Because they're all wearing black armour, it makes it harder to spot. Black armour signifies that they've got the armour upgrade. For those who don't know. Alright, so we'll move on. We've got 2 more units here of Doranel Swordsmen. That's a light infantry unit of Dol Amroth. And that appears to be it there for Dol Amroth. And now the 5th attacker. We have Isengard, given by Lord Blackhole. Who we've seen a few times. He's got some Uruk-hai infantry spread out here, 4 units. We've got some Uruk-hai Reavers, I think 3 units. Actually just a little bit, some Nazgûl embedded in there. I was wondering what that was. We got 3 units of Uruk-hai Pikemen, 2 units of Warg Riders. Again, struggling to see why he did that. Some Trolls of the White Hand, some Uruk-hai Crossbows, and some Uruk-hai Archers. And also another unit of Uruk-hai Archers up here. So, interesting army choices, really. And we'll find out what happens. Enjoy. I think maybe I can't see the emblem of the Ed Helland Men at Arms armoured up because maybe I got it set on low texture. This is just to minimise chances of crashes. I've boosted the graphics as high as it can go, but I've lowered the texture upgrade in my video options. You know, anything above medium on a battle this size, especially with buildings in the area, odds are it will crash before the end. So on a battle of 45,000 frames, I want to try and get to the end without crashing once, because it is a colossal pain in the ass to restart, fast forward, and just pick up where I left off, really. So we'll actually do a small cut here and come back once the battle begins. See you soon. Okay, Archer's loading up. They're shooting with some accuracy. Woodland Well Patrol not returning fire. This fire is pretty deadly. The defenders got to be careful. Okay, so Umbar scrambled. It looks like the defenders let him regroup with these allies. That was nice of them. It looks like the defenders are going to try and hold this section of the city. So there is 2 choke points from where they are right now that the attackers can come at them. This is going to make things a little bit challenging. What we got here? Warlords of Umbar, coming by MSQ2. We've got some Pharazim Nobles, which I didn't see before coming in. This is an expensive unit. I'm wondering why the defenders brought so much cav. Meanwhile, MSQ2's been caught sleeping. Warlords are first and foremost a Lancer unit, more than a melee unit. This is a fight that favours for the Pharazim Nobles. 3-2 right now, actually. Yeah, 3-3 actually. That's a little weird. Oh no, my bad. 4-3. Pharazim Nobles in pursuit. They're a little bit faster than the Warlords. A quick about face there. Warlords down to 20. We got soldiers for warlords are falling. So is Pharaohs and nobles. They're falling faster. Oh no, it's 17-17 here. 15 now. 14-17. I really thought the Pharaohs and nobles would be winning that fight. It could be the warlords did get a charge on them. Even with that quick about face. Alright, so this is going to be challenging. Very challenging, in fact. It almost doesn't seem that fair. There's great angles here for the defenders to shoot at the incoming attack. Alright, warlords went in for a charge, and that was a good decision. They charged at the Iroquois infantry, which is very vulnerable to these cab charges. Infantry trying to close the gap, but warlords will get one more charge at them. Oh no, they pulled back. That was an average charge. We got Ents already coming in from Irish. Usually the Ents are not brought in so soon. This is interesting. Iroquois archers are going to be firing in, but they're going to get some friendly fire if they try and shoot at the Ents. I don't think they are shooting at the Ents. Looks like they're shooting at the Lauren and Spearmen. But they're under fire here from the Belagar archers. Alright guys, we're back. The attackers are far closer and looks like they're gearing up for the assault. We've got some Watchers of the Golden Wood. I don't know if I pointed them out earlier. I don't know if they have Kindred of Celeborn. I didn't see any. They're right there. My bad. You've got lots of archers stationed nearby. We've got March Wardens of the Wood mixed in with some Spearmen. You've got Belagar archers firing in. And this is satisfying for the attackers. We've got multiple points. Yep. We got no less than at least 4 separate archer units. Make that 5 archer units that can fire as the attackers move up each choke point. They're in range. Here and here. We have 1 archer unit here, 2 here, and 2 here. All 5 can target any major attack. Any way the attackers try to push. At each choke point they can just shift their fire and just pummel them and drive them back. The attackers need to get into the second level as soon as possible. The attackers here need to get into the protection of this hill here. That way they're only vulnerable to 2. Actually no, sorry, my bad. The attackers need to get to this point. If they can get to this point, they're protected. The archers, all 5 archer units cannot shoot them. Except maybe the Watchers of the Golden Wood. We've got some archers up here that could fire in, but you know, 1 unit is better than 5 units firing into you. Okay, so Steve is getting into position. We've got Witchrum Scourge Raiders here. And they've lost a few units. But they're an axe throwing unit first and foremost. They could run up here, throw some axes, and get back, but the Ents are close by, so that might be giving him pause. Get some Belagar Parker moving down. Okay, he's moving up his Scourge Raiders. He doesn't want to get in too close. Alright, that's good fire there. Yeah, here comes the Ents. I knew they were going to do that. You got Goblin Band here. Send in the Swordsman. These guys are not going to do anything. You might as well get all your low tiers and try and damage the Ents as much as you can, so the Ents can't damage your mid-tier and elite units later. Okay, we've got Axaros firing into the Ents, that does help. You've got to send in a Doranel Swordsman. Well, Thorian is charging out. Well done to him there. Of course, the infantry firing in. Marcher Wardens of the Wood firing. Snaga Stalkers are here. That's halting the Lothlorien charge. So the attackers are pretty much moved inside the city with the exception of Lord Blackhole, who it looks like most of his army is outside the city, or there could be Steves, and not judging from the direction, it looks like Lord Blackhole. Swordsmen are being sent up. The Ents have lost 2 soldiers here. Okay, so they're down to 7. That's good for the attackers, not so much for the defenders. I'm surprised the defenders don't want to try and hold the attackers here. This would favour their archer positions. I mean, if the attackers rush this position and get most of their army behind this hill, it's going to make things very difficult for the defenders. They got some firepower here, but I think that the attackers are more protected in this position than they are here. Okay, March Wardens of the Wood firing in still. Targeting Seafarers and Nindamos, a good target. Of course the infantry must be low on ammo. I think Rhodes needs to get these guys into loose formation. Seafarers are a valuable unit, you don't want to lose them. Not at least until they've fired their javelins. Then go nuts. Got some Remnant Barrow Broom, which were not known to me before. Now, hopefully Angmar has some witches. We'll keep an eye out for them. They'll definitely be needed. If they are here. Okay. Ed Helen Men at Arms from Steve moving up. But not being sent into the fight. Okay, Grizzly is sending in some heavy hitters. Guardians of Karandun. The good thing about that is we've got a lot of cannon fodder here, which will act as a nice shield for the Guardians. So they better run and get in there as soon as possible. So they're not taking pointless damage. Oh boy. This isn't good. It is time to run in, mate. You shouldn't leave them there. The defenders should take full advantage of this. Seafarers firing into the Swordmasters. It's a good target. Rogue has spread these guys out. That's the way to do it. Grizzly should not have moved these guys up if he's not going to send them in. March Wardens of the Wood, so they shift their target to the blob. So we've got Uruk-hai archers, I think, firing in from the sides. Okay, Grizzly has sent in his Guardians of Doom Seafarers are inbound. And the defensive position here is being overwhelmed. I think if the attackers want to maximise their impact here, they better send up more troops and use their light tier infantry as a meat shield. Because that is what they're meant for. They're meant to act as a meat shield. Protect your good troops. And now they've got defenders trying to light them on fire to break them route, to cause a mass chain rout of their light tier infantry. The defenders want to get rid of these guys. They're hindering their archer fire. And Rogue is overlapping the defense here. He's surrounded the Sword Masters. We've got Lorna and Axe moving in now. We've got a lot of enemy fire coming in. A devastating volley. There's one good hit, but it was a ruddy good hit. And that caused a mass chain rout. That Goblin Band was providing some nice cover. They've still got the Dornell Swordsman, so that's something. I think the March Wardens are wood are firing at these guys. That's even better for Lappy. Belagarites is firing in from over there. Recon Solider is under fire. Either send them in or withdraw. Don't stay there. Goblin men came back. That was a quick turnaround. Okay, so it looks like the attack isn't going too far there. Lord Blackcollar's not setting up his armies. He's leaving them way back for now. Whereas Grizzly, Rogue, and Lappy, they're pushing pretty hard. Okay, we've got the ballista firing. I'm not sure where they're firing. Can they hit the catapult? Is that what they're trying to do? Yes, they are. They're taking out one of the catapults.
Watch it.
Alright, Irish, it's time to move your catapult. Remember, he's only fired one volley here. Okay, he's got one left. And he has maybe 15 seconds to save it. He's not moving it. It's gone. It's another booster bolt. Oh, it's a tense moment. I can see the blister bolts coming in. Oh yeah. I think he's just in the clear. That's a bloody close, I think. Alright, now he could be in range again, I'm not sure. Ooh, that was a tense 60 seconds. Belagarites is out of ammunition. Elder Council is here, firing in. Okay, so Belagapop and Guardians of Doom, Dornell Swordsman, Men at Arms moving in. Goblin Band being brought up again. Things are going alright here for the attackers. It's 11% to 17. I'm wondering why the attackers on the other side are not pressing that much. Steve has got some units on either side, so has Numenor. Isengard is not really moving up at all yet. You want to divide your opponent's attention, not enable him to focus all on the one area. And there's the Witches of Angmar. You see them? Right here. I think they're under fire right now.
We're under attack.
Yep, they are. I'm trying to use the other units as a cover. The other units are helping, but gotta get in closer to that building. I mean, God help them if the Watchers of the Golden Wood start firing on them. They won't miss. It looks like they're still getting some hits on them. Oh, this is a big gamble. This is a huge gamble. They're exposing themselves. I'm surprised Grizzly Fox would show them so early. They've got about 6 left. 2 are commanding officers here who won't fire any bolts. So those, they're saying 8. He's only got 6. Woodland Rail Patrol loading up. Witches have got to start firing. They're in a lot of trouble. Oh, for God's sake, guys, start firing or don't. Oh, nice! Good hit. Timing was accidental, but nice hit. Oh, not good. Not good at all. One more volley, he's toast. And that's it. That's a huge loss there for the attackers. Hey, he exposed them too early. Didn't have enough cover. There wasn't any units there to absorb any fire coming in. They got off a couple of good shots. That's a big blow to the attack. Okay, which from Scourge Raiders firing their axes into the other council? This is busy firing away.
We're under attack.
Which from Hammerguard being sent up? Kindred of Celeborn has been unleashed. Goblins retreating. Men at arms broken. Attackers are still pushing forward despite that fire. The Bellicith marksmen here, which haven't started firing yet. These guys are the elite archer unit of Lumbar, excluding Royal Guard. I think Royal Guard's the next tier, but Ulmber has a few tiers of archers, and these guys are the elite before the Royal Guard. Kindred of Celeborn getting a lot of good fire there on the enemy. MSQ2 sending a lot of forces now to hold them back. Balakanth Marksman now contributing to the fire. Watches the Golden Wood firing in now too. Look, the other attackers have got to move up their forces. They've got to start putting pressure on the other choke point. This big push is drawing a lot of attention. You've got a lot of fire coming in. Belagar Archers, wondering what they're firing at. Not all of them are firing. And they're shooting up in the air, that's not a good thing. It's 20 to 26. We've got Blackwatch Legions being sent up here. If this push is going to be successful, they've got to send up more men. Rogue is setting up some pikemen. This push is going to get them into enemy lines. It's just a lot of fire coming in here. See Blackwatch Legion just muscling their way through. The other units have got to follow in, they've got to run in after them. Blackwatch Legion is doing their bit. But this is a big moment here. Blackwatch Legion will only last for so long under this fire. We've got some snugger skirmishers firing in. Okay, we've got some Trolls of Angmar. So Grizzly Fox is really going for broke here. I just wish Lord Blackhole would move in already. Okay, we've got Karascal and Holland's Guardians coming in from MP Beckamy. MP's units have pretty much been instrumental in holding this push back for as long as they have. Kindred of Celeborn getting in a lot of nice hits. Same goes for the Council, same goes for the March Wardens of the Wood. MSQ2 has also provided a lot of valuable support, and is the reason the attackers haven't broke through yet. He's shored up the left flank. The attackers aren't really pursuing the right flank. We've got some Seafarers and Indomos here, which could spell some trouble. And, you know, MP Beckamy's already on top of it. They're targeting the Karascal and the Guardians, a really good target. Probably should hold Steve's That held men arms back until the javelins have a chance to really take effect. You want to try and get as many get as many volleys in as possible from Rogue. It's really annoying how the units have to sometimes reorganize themselves, because you know they're going down fast. They don't really have time to reorganize. They've just got to fire those javelins in as quickly as possible. Okay, I think that was Grizzly Fox's general. Rogue setting up some forces now. The Men at Aberdeen, pretty much the Men at Arms version of Numenor. Cave Trolls. I think one unit here from Lapi. $30 to 38. We've got Royal Guard firing in now here too. Men at Arms, I think this unit is fresh, being sent up. Cave Trolls taking some fire. Oh, they're coming after the Corso crossbows. MSQ2 wouldn't like that. We've got Casimir's Rangers here as well. Damn, only 2 trolls made it. We've got more Edda Council moving in. These guys still have their javelins. Okay, Steve's moving up. No, Steve's broken. No, sorry. Rogue is moving up. Said that wrong. Casimir's Rangers and crossbows are here. This is very dangerous. Right, let's have a look. See what's going on up here. Not much. We got a lot of troops here. I do ping Lord Blackhole for holding back. Unless this is part of their strategy and he's been ordered to stay back, I don't know why he's staying back. He should be engaging the enemy. But if if his teammates have told him to stay back, then that's why. We don't know. But Belfast Marines firing in. We've got men shooting upwards. Things are looking too good here for the attackers. It looks like they're being overwhelmed. fresh unit of men at arms being sent up. $35 to $47. Go back to normal speed. Greenwood Rangers look like they're out of ammunition from Irish gun, so they were obviously firing in earlier as well. Wall Blackhole looks like he's moving up these forces now, that's a good thing. 35 to 48. Again, the defenders are running out of ammunition. That's a good thing for the attackers, not so much for the defenders, but you know, they've used their ammunition well. The attackers really forced them to. Had they not done that, the attackers would have broken through long ago. They unleashed a ton of fire that just devastated that push. And they're still going. What are they firing at, you wonder? Got more crossbow corsairs up here. Royal Guard, even. They're all shooting at the pikemen. Again, big risk. Alright, looking at the other remaining units. How many men have left, you reckon? Okay, we got some heavy golden halberds moving up. Another unit of cave trolls, more infantry. Some fearmongers, that'll be helpful. Halberds. That's pretty much the muscle of the Lamroth right here. Not including the Haven Guard. Tirothere Marksman, haven't used any ammunition yet. Grizzly Fox is not finished. He's got some pikemen and some guardians here. Fresh. Haven Guard's been kept up here. Way out of reach. And 2 units of the Knights of the Silver Swan. Again, I think it's a mistake to bring them. Maybe he wasn't aware of the fact that this is a siege, a city. Don't know. That happens from time to time. Players choose their army without realising the kind of map that it is, and then see what the map is and say, oh damn. But then try and make it work. We'll see. That fire is from the Belfast Marines, I think. Yep, it is. Yeah, what's good about the blob here is that most of the javelins that are lobbed over most likely will hit. Defenders are returning fire. Defenders can try and get the troops in closer to get away from the javelin fire. Want to make it as hard as possible to score a hit. Crossbow Corsairs, Casimir's Rangers firing in as well. Lord Blackhole looks like he's committed an attack. Reavers marching up, pikemen engaging. He's got to hurry up, he's got to get his troops in there. He's moving up his army, but it's still scattered all over the place. I'm surprised he's not keeping it together. That would only hurt him later on. Because his army's not together, he can't bring up fresh reinforcements when they're needed faster. Okay, the other unit of cave trolls has been sent in by Lappy. 42 to 56. It's too bad you can't get the cave trolls into the rear ranks of the defenders, so it would just cause MSQ2 and Irish Gun and MP a lot of problems. We've got Lauren and Archers here. They have ammunition. Unless they're shooting at the troops behind the front line here, I'm not sure why they're being positioned here right now. It looks like some of them are out of ammunition, and some have a couple of one shot left. I don't know. But they're going into battle anyway. $45 to $59. A lot of the troops going down there. More reinforcements being brought up. Alright, how's the other assault going over here? Well, Black Hole, unfortunately, is being beaten back. And he's being pushed down the hill again. I just want to give him a chance to shoot him. Got to send up his pikemen and swordsmen in an orderly formation. Just got to apply pressure instead of sending up one unit at a time. This will only hurt the little Black Hole. This is actually only this is helping the defenders big time. Sending up one unit at a time. Like if you were sending up pikemen mixed in with infantry, that would be good. That's a strong combination that will work well. But sending up one unit at a time, just some swordsmen, not going to do too much. The defenders will just simply march forward, surround him, cut him down. So the crossbows are finally out of ammunition. Elders of the Elven King have started to fire now. Bellicate Marksman also firing in. Elders of the Elven King causing problems. 50 to 65. We've got Syrian Emoth Rangers here as well, out of ammunition in the fight. Okay, so things are looking in the defenders' favour, despite how well they're doing. 52 to 67. Looks like Steve's sending over some of his other units that were with Lord Blackhole. So it looks like Lord Blackhole's going to be assaulting that choke point mostly by himself. Ah, the attackers have broken through on this side. There's some high-ping archers here that have ammunition. But they're not firing. Looks like Irish gun is preoccupied. The PC's the danger, he's trying to get to him. MSQ moving up to try and save him. I got some snow trolls here as well, so congratulations to the attackers on getting through that death trap, really. It's a very deep blanket of bodies. Gotta move up, they gotta get past this, they gotta get to the safety of the wall and out of the line of fire of the defenders. Irish gun's doing a good job of holding the wall black hole at bay. Rogue's just got to move his forces around and swap out the last of the defenders. Oh, they broke him. Okay, so it's time to move forward. You've got to move your forces forward, get them going. Okay, 63 to 71.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Harbingers of Cassidy moved up by MSQ2 on their own. This is a little odd. I think MP forgot these guys. Okay, MSQ2 withdrawing his Harbingers of Casimir. And it looks like Rogue's sending over some forces to try and help out his ally and attack Irish from the rear. Alright, Lords of Black Hole's applying a bit of pressure here now. Now's the time, I think, for Rogue to move in. He can either use his nobles to go after the archers or the javelins. Probably the javelins. And then the archers, in my opinion. But he should get going. He's got to move those forces in now. Lord Black Hole needs his support to get through this. 66 to 73, so the attackers are closing in the gap somewhat. Okay, Pharaohs and Nobles being sent up. They've finished off the Warlords of Umbar. Trolls of the White Hand trying to help out the pikemen. Lord Black Hole's making some good progress here. Rogue's forces have arrived along with Steve's. They got through it. I didn't think they would, but they did. The Alvin King's Palace Guard here. MSQ2's got his forces here. It could be that the defenders are gathering for a final stand up here on the hill. Alright, MP's got some rangers up here. Maybe another unit of Seer and Amaranth rangers. We saw some in fighting before. Probably should start firing into the forces of Steve and Rogue. Probably has a better angle. Alright, they're loading up. Again, choosing to stay silent. And he's got to better divide his forces. That fire is pretty good. Needs more of it. I don't know why he stopped firing. He should be continuing to fire in. Looks like the Pharaohs and Swordmasters got into their ranks. Now the pressure's on Rogue and Steve to move forward as fast as possible. Lord Black Hole isn't making too much progress here. The defenders are shoring up their ranks and keeping Lord Black Hole at bay for now. Here they're up marks and looks like they're out of ammunition. Alright, MP's stationed his forces up here. It's a solid angle. And as long as he starts firing, that is. Come on, guys. The attackers are moving forward. There's only so long Irish can hold them. Yeah, that fire is forcing Steve's hand here. He's really trying to push his troops in further. Which is kind of a double-edged sword because it helps him shore up his ranks and also helps his army push through, but it also makes his army a bit more compact and dense and really, really attractive for body-piercing archers such as the Seer and Amaranth Rangers. So, you know, like I said, there's great value in clumping up your units as it creates power, but disadvantage is it makes you very vulnerable to body-piercing units. So most of the units will be damaged each volley. Royal Legion down to 36. $77 to 82. The attacks are pulling this one back somewhat. Okay, there goes Rogue's General. All Black has a unit of pikemen here. And that's pretty much it. His Nazgul is probably already in the mix. Yeah, that's the Peace General, that unit. The Royal Guard's here, but don't know why. Okay, here comes a fresh unit of halberdiers. They're needed, for sure. Asgard's having some trouble lobbying their shots over the battle line. I mean, they could easily just shoot and take out the other council if they so wished. Alright, in the closing stages now. Oh wow. Alright. Unfortunately, Steve has really exposed his forces. I suppose he wants them to fire on the front lines because he wants Mirkwood to get some friendly fire on himself, or Lotharian. So he wants Lotharian to get some friendly fire on some Mirkwood's units, which is holding the line right now. But, you know, it's easy enough for MP Beckamy to ignore that and just aim for the units in the rear of the ranks, just in the likelihood of friendly fire. Ah, they're targeting the Uruk-hai pikemen now. At first I thought bad idea, but the angle is great, obviously. And it's really helping Irish get back on top here. Nazgul is in the mix, I believe. Just wondering where they were. I thought they were here. Yeah, they are. They're down to 18 though, so a large number of them have been killed. A little bit premature there, Lord. But he's got space to move up and try and get a better shot. We've got a general here from MP Beckamy. 88 to 90, down to 2% variance. Big mistake there from the Syrian Emerald Rangers. They should have gone for the Dom Emerald big blob in front of them. Okay, only 4,000 frames left. Rangers out of ammunition. 89 to 92. Okay, Haven Guard has been committed. 45, so most of them still alive at this point. So general on general fight. Yeah, that's not good. Not good for the attackers. I see spears here. But it looks like Steve's going for a gamble. He's trying to get his units into the rear ranks of the enemy. If he does that, then he can drastically turn this battle back into his teammates' favour. Probably want to try again. Okay, so a total of 23 looks like it made it through. And 11. Okay, so 31. $93 to $95. Defenders trying to cut down the cavalry before it does too much more damage. Yeah. 93 to 96. Wow, Knights of the Silver Sun trying to charge down spearmen. That's the equivalent of suicide. Alright, that spells a lot of trouble there for the Lemroth. Alright, I think... Okay, so 7 and 11, I think. 18. Hey, Numenor Ballista's firing again. Okay, I think it was Lapis General right there. Alright, the time's 2 spinning it now to the end. It is 95 to 97. Alright, we've got players winning defeat now.
Like this, we will behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack. This is a clear victory.
Okay, congratulations to Irish Gun 3R, MSQ2 and MP Beckhamy 13 on their victory. Irish Gun 3,104 kills, MVP for the match. MSQ2 2,637, MP Beckhamy 13 3,040. So Irish Gun just getting a few more there than MP. Lord Blackhole 909, Steve B 663, Grizzly Fox 594, Lappy 790, and Rogue on 809. So good kill counts all around. I think one of the mistakes was that the attackers held back Lord Blackhole, or Lord Blackhole was held back, or decided to hold back. In any case, the point is he wasn't applying pressure at the same time as the other attacking teammates were. That made it easier for the defenders to focus their resources on halting those really big pushes from Steve, Grizzly Fox, Lappy, and Rogue there throughout the battle. They eventually broke through, but the reasons the first two real attempts failed is because they had so much firepower just pouring into that blob. They were losing units way too fast before they had a chance to make a good impact into the defensive lines. So, Irish and MSQ2 and MP, to their credit, handled those pushes really well, and can't really fault them. They won, and they used the vantage points that were afforded to them as well as you could hope for. So, looking at the kill count of Irish Gun, Elders of the Elven King 197, Elven King's Palace Guard 127, Higher Lang 162, the other one got 127, Higher X Spearman 149, High Earth 103, Greenwood Rangers 409. Not too surprising at the firing into that blob. High Ping Archers 237, 199, Elder Council 113, Ants 217. They killed a lot of low tier Goblin infantry, so it's not too surprising they got 217. Woodland Realm Patrol 211, Warrens of Armor Monk 176, Woodland Realm Axeman 135, and Spears of Evandur 107. That's not bad for them. And I think that's it. So, thank you to Irish Gun for sending in the replay, and well done to all players. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time. Bye.